you might notice it's going to be super loud, but it is what it is. I mean, it's fucking hot. And this back room is where the sun hits.
Dude, you got to love it. We're in September, and it's still like 100 degrees.
I know. It's like every year. I'm surprised, but I shouldn't be. Like every year, it doesn't get cold until Halloween. That's just how it is, right?
Well, I think so. Yeah, we're like in fake summer, right? Is that what it is right now?
I don't know. Long monsoon, so it's kept the heat around, I think.
Yeah, because we were still getting rain. Like it started raining in July?
Yeah.
And then it just kind of kept on going. Because normally around Connie Mac we get a lot of rain.
Yeah. It's
But
been
we don't need to be talking about no fucking weather.
it was like, let's talk about California. Let's talk about whatever bullshit.
California dreaming.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they got rain, so that's good for them. But Vegas got rain. It's really good for Vegas. Can you reach? You got enough room?
Yeah, I'm good.
Move the table over?
No. I'm good.
Do it.
Oh.
Come on. Do it now. You want to do it.
That couldn't have been like, but the weird thing is like that couldn't have been any different than how I was plugging in before when I was sitting on the couch.
Maybe I moved things over a little bit, so maybe off. I don't know. I only moved things over because I had to move things over, my doors off, because I'm still too lazy to put it back on from moving the couch. I couldn't even go that way. I had to go out the other back door and all the way around the outside through the garage by myself. I got it. It was good.
Holy jeez.
Yeah.
What, did you do the one of the flip it over your head kind of thing? And
no way. That thing would kill you, dude. It's heavy, man. No, I have moving blankets, and so I just put a bunch of moving blankets underneath.
Yeah.
Pull that motherfucker all
Just
the way.
drag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun.
Pull, motherfucker, pull.
Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, that's why everything's moved over, because I didn't want to move it back, because it's a pain in the ass to move everything. So here's where it is now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is closer over, huh?
Yeah. It's a lot pushed over.
So you were pulling up. What did IGN give Clerks 3?
Clerks the Glurks. Let's see.
Clerks Trace.
Yeah,
for all of our Latino listeners.
I guess it's been like relatively received well. That's the right term to say that. So I can scoop this over like I want to.
Scoop it. Swoop it.
I want to go down. I want to go down
Too
to the bottom.
far.
Here.
Too far.
No. 8 is great. Uh-oh. IGN gives it an 8.
So that means you give it a 5.
Well, there's a thing. IGN's a bunch of fucking pansy fucking homosexuals that work there.
So the weird thing, like, I mean, did you see their review of Stranger Things this most recent season?
No. Did they shit on it?
They said they talked too much in it and that it was too long-winded. I was like, whatever. Like, that thing started with action right away.
It also depends who's reviewing it, you know, and it might be someone that has to watch it and they're pissed off at their job and they just, fuck this stupid show, fucking stupid kids, they're fucking dumb.
They talk too much.
They talk too much. I want some action, bro. I need to see more underneath, bro, underneath my nuts.
Yeah, like, I mean, no, and you do bring up a good point because it is individual reviewers that write this stuff, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, IGN has a fucking shit ton of shit reviewers about everything. There's very few reviewers that get anything right. I can't even name you the person. And most sites, like if I go somewhere, I look for a specific person for video games to find. But IGN's crap. I think it's a revolving door. There's very few that stay on long, and it could be tugging on my ass. But it doesn't matter. It's IGN.
No, I think you could be right. I think they could be rather than having a staff of their own, they could be just buying reviews from people.
It probably
Freelance
is someone
kind of
who's on
thing, you know what I'm
retainer.
saying?
They're
Yeah.
like, hey, if we'll pay you a weak ass salary, just be ready to do reviews
Whenever we need you
when we
to.
need you.
Yeah, and I would not doubt that at all.
Yeah, I mean, everything sucks now. Nothing is worth a shit. So I'm sure that's the cheapest way and the best way for them to do it.
Because if you honestly like to save money in business, right? Like you don't want to hire people full time.
No.
If any cheapest way you can do it, I mean, you do freelance stuff like that. Maybe you give them a little bit extra per story or something, but then you don't have to pay insurance. You don't have to do any of that stuff.
Yep.
No benefits.
Yeah, freelance bullshit. Which frees up writers and shit too, right?
Yeah.
Frees them up to do other things while they're still having income. When, oh shit, I gotta do that Clerks review coming up. And be ready. Like, oh, I gotta do fucking The Last of Us remastered coming up. I gotta fucking do that review, even though, like, why? cares? Everyone played that game how long ago?
Well, and that's the funny thing. I was looking at that today because I was like, man, Last of Us Part 1. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind playing that game again. It's been a while.
I guess.
And then I looked at the price, and I'm like, $69.99 for a game that's like 10 years old?
They fucking sharpened up some shit.
That was PS fucking 3.
Oh, I know. And they're like, oh, what do you want to get for the PS4, PS5? Like, they need to... Sony's hurting themselves. Both of their fucking assholes are hurting themselves because they're still making games for the fucking last gen. They need to stop that shit because that's hindering the progress for this new gen.
Yeah.
Problem is they're fucking making bank off their old shit and not their new shit because not a lot of people still have the new shit.
Yeah.
You know? So they still got to make games for the old shit. The only games that come out for the PS5 specifically, I don't think there's a single game one for the Xbox that doesn't come out on everything else.
No, there's not.
PS5 has very few games that come out, like the Returnals. It looks goddamn amazing.
Right.
I fucking cannot play it. I just can't get into it.
I haven't played it yet.
I keep wanting to, and every time I get to a certain spot, it's not like it's hard. I just get to the certain spot, I'm just like, I don't care about the story. I just don't want to play it.
No.
And then I'll play some Gran Turismo for a little bit, and then I'll shut off and come back here and play real games on a real machine.
On your real rig?
Yeah. For now.
What are you playing right now?
Nothing. What am I playing? Same bullshit.
Same shit as before.
I'm not playing any new games. League of Legends. I'll play the TFT, the Team Fight Tactics. Shit's kind of fun every now and then. And then I recently got back into Destiny, so I'm gonna ride that wave out to the end here. It's last year's coming up, so.
And then it's done.
Yeah, the end. And which makes sense. Sony bought Bungie. Sony's not gonna release a fucking exclusive, Destiny exclusive on there. So I think the writers, they might either be boned or there might be the new project. I haven't heard anything from Bungie Studios of what might be coming out next. As much as I think they shit the bed with Halo at the end, I mean, or by not having, I don't know what Microsoft did or why they brought in this other team or why Bungie was stripped and gutted, but Bungie just never was the same since Halo 2, or Halo 3 actually. It was right the last time Bungie did Halo.
Halo 3 was the last one that they
That's
did.
one of the best games ever made.
I think Fall of Reach may have been one of their better ones too, but for the Halo mainline, but after that they cut their ties, and we even talked about this back whenever Destiny 1 launched. Mm-hmm. They had talked about it back then that they said it was going to be a 10-year property. Yeah.
And we're approaching that 10 years.
That's crazy.
And you can say what you want to say about it, and there's a lot of people that talk shit about Destiny. Oh, Destiny this, Destiny's that. It never should have been compared to competitive gaming. Mm-mm. Like your CSGOs and even your Call of Duties. It's not even close to those type of games. But say what you will about it, there's just so much content there to play. It's ridiculous. And when it went free to play is when things got it weird for a minute, but they dialed it in. They managed to figure out how to bring packs to you for really cheap in between expansions. So, $19 for a season pass, I think, something like that. And that's going to give you... It's going to give a casual Destiny player, because a fucking hardcore Destiny player will run through that shit in a week. Yeah. Everything. Have all the guns. Because they play that shit like fucking 12 hours a day.
Right.
Straight. Daily. But a casual player is going to have a month's worth of content for $19-20, something like that. So.
No, and the gameplay, this is something we've always said with Bungie. They nailed combat. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Fun. They were able to get into that, basically was the loop, right? Mm-hmm. Where you could just get into it and it felt good. You knew what you were going to do. Yeah.
And there's a flow now that hasn't been there. It's a new system that they've introduced. They keep it's going to change again too when Lightfall comes out, but there's a new flow system. You can almost create your entire character uniquely to you. There's so many people playing that people are going to have that same type of build, but you're not going to come across a lot of people that are going to have the same build as you. Guns are customizable like crazy. You can make them look different using your catalyst like you can before. The shaders are crazy. So all those customizable things that were in there are still there, but now you can go further where they have customizable options for any piece of gear that you have, as long as you have that. I guess it's a recipe. As long as you have that recipe for that specific gear, you can transmog anything you want to look like anything you want. So now you have full customization. You can get this gear that you don't give a shit about except for the stats are obnoxious. So you want them, right? You want high intellect build or whatever the case may be. You can get that, and then you can transmog those to whatever recipes that you have in your inventory, and boom, whatever you want to look like with whatever piece of gear. It's really good. That's pretty cool. That's really good. Not only that, you can customize your armor. There's like 5 armor slots, and within those armor slots, you can get mods. And those mods they're all over the place. You can find them here and there by doing bounties and different things like that. Long story short, there's so many mods that you can mix and match so well. So a specific outfit that you want to have on specifically just to get supers back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, where you want grenades, or vice versa, where you almost can't die, literally can't die. You can stand in front of a raid boss and just get fucking tacked and tacked and tacked and tacked and tacked. You just won't die. Yeah, like you stay really strong. Like their builds are really crazy. They have different aspects and stuff, so your character itself plays differently. So let's say I want to be a grenade tosser, so I can set up my aspects. So when something blows up, I get jolted, and when I get jolted, my grenades come back quicker, my melees come back quicker, and then when I shoot my melees, my grenades come back quicker. When I kill with grenades, my melee comes back quicker. So you're just in a constant state of throwing grenades and hitting shit. You're just running around, just smashing stuff.
That's cool.
Or you can change your aspects up completely and be gun-based focused to where your guns do certain types of damage depending on what your grenade did. So if you want solar, but you have an arc weapon, you can use your solar grenade, and then your gun is now solar gun. So you could do multiple things at once. There's so many different things that they have come up. It's really cool. They've introduced stasis, which is the dark power. So it's a whole new power. It's cheesy power, but long story short, I'm trying to get out. Just one little tangent there. That's what I'm playing now, and there's just so much content there to go through, and it's relatively cheap for the amount of content that you get. So that's kind of what I've been playing. I wanted to play this other one called The Quarry, which we can talk about in a little bit. But
did you pick that up?
No, I haven't. I don't know how much it is. I think $20 on Steam. I may have missed the sale. I know I missed the sale actually, because I think it might still be on there. Otherwise, I think it's going to go up to like $40.
Because you and I were talking about this one. I think this is the horror type game, right?
Yeah, it's camping. It's
horror.
Essentially camp counselors, teenagers, and they're the last ones there.
You know what happens at camp.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Especially when you're counseling.
It's fucking... It's Jason. They took everything and just gave an homage to Jason, and then changed the baddie. You know, so it's not Jason. Not even close to Jason, but it's kids, alone, at a camp, getting horny, doing drugs,
doing stuff,
swimming, skinny dipping, the whole things you would imagine. But it's just not Crystal Lake. But
yeah.
It could be.
Right.
But it's not. It's Quarry, but it could be Crystal Lake.
No, I mean, like,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I remember when we were talking about that, like the review from Digital Foundry, when they were talking about it, they were just doing like graphic comparisons and the different stuff that they've been able to pull off it, and
yeah,
it looked amazing.
It does look good. It does look really damn good.
It looks cool.
Their character models have gotten better. The eyes have gotten better, which is the last thing.
They still get that Uncanny Valley stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible unless new engines and new techs come out. But I mean, this one's looking really good. Some of them, more so than other. Any blacker people, they look good.
Yeah.
It's just easier to do black skin, I think. For contrast purposes specifically, because their eyes are dark.
Yeah.
Most of them, unless you're Caribbean or something, but most of them are brownish black eyes, or darker eyes. So, yeah, it looks really fucking good, dude. I don't know specifically what engine they were using. I can pull all this shit up.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. We still have not seen Unreal 5 games coming out, right?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I remember the Matrix demo that they did
Was Unreal.
Yeah, that was the newest version of Unreal, but I haven't seen any games yet. But I think they're close. They've got to be close to releasing something.
I'd have to look and see. I don't know.
Because we've seen demos of a bunch of different things. I mean, and don't get me wrong, they've done amazing things with Unreal 4.
Everything runs on it, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
They built such a suite of tools that they use with it that it's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Welcome to the Eclectic Podcast, the most eclectic podcast on the net, with your hosts Dylan, Rick, and Hans. This podcast is intended for mature audiences. If it happens to offend you, fuck off. Skynet is God.
It's been a bit.
Taz been a while.
But it's good to be back in the seat.
Yeah, well, there's one seat. There's no couch and there's no Ricky.
That son of a biscuit.
I didn't even call him, so I hope he doesn't get pissed off.
He's been, from what I know, he's just been doing gigs. I talked to him. I did talk to him on Tuesday because we were at Lodge, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think I talked to you. Was that Tuesday that I talked to you, or was that Wednesday?
No clue.
I can't remember.
I got lost in my time frame.
It blends.
It's a blending, huh?
We'll figure it out. The Eclectic Podcast minus Rick. Okay, where were we talking? All right, The Quarry.
Yeah, that's a game.
What's the engine? Did you figure that out?
Yeah, did not, because, The Quarry engine.
Oh, man, you're going to find all kinds of crazy shit. Look at that. You got Thomas.
Oh, my God, it's fucking Thomas.
The Quarry engine.
Fuck that dude. He's evil.
He is creepy. I saw a picture of some dude on all fours tucked into a chassis of a train with his head sticking out the front. That's how it's made.
Hey man, that's fucking Stephen King right there.
Well, it is.
I know.
Blaine.
Thomas.
Blaine is a pain.
I'm not the only one. This is one of the top searched fucking... What engine does the game have? What engine does The Quarry have? The Quarry is built in Unreal 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is used in almost every modern game. Every game that moves around and shit, they use it. So yeah, like I said, I watched a one playthrough of it with all these fucking shits, fucking gay, lesbian, gay, bisexual, probably gay. I'm serious, dude. It's weird. That's a thing in games now. Everybody has to be. You have to have the option to fuck anybody and kiss whoever you want.
Anybody at any time.
Don't matter, dude. Gay is the way.
This ain't no straight world.
No, it ain't. No, 3/4 of these people are down to fuck each other.
They're like, we'll just toss into it. We'll just get into a doggy pile and we'll go at it.
In my entire life, I've never been in a room where there's been 7 people, and they all wanted to fuck each other potentially. Never in my life.
It was a possibility like
but
that. But
this game, it happens immediately.
Well, I mean, you're seeing that more and more, right?
It's shoved in your face more and more.
They're like, yeah, we do whatever. We just swinging dicks. They go wherever they want.
Dude, dicks are in, bro.
And vaginas, they scissor.
Vaginas are out, man. It's all about the dick.
It's all about the D.
It is, man.
The lost city of D.
If you get some boobs and you got a D, you're fucking solid.
Cyberpunk.
For now.
Until it swings the opposite way.
Well, then you got to cut it off.
And then, oh man, so you grew the Audi to tuck it again.
Yeah, it's like you're going full circle, but...
Although I'm sure it's probably easier just to get boobs as a dude.
And just tuck.
And then just tuck later.
I guess people get scars and shit from tucking.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like stretch mark kind of thing?
Yeah, when their wiener don't work well anymore because you're constantly...
Putting it down?
Yeah, when it's hard too.
That's not good.
No, because you're breaking your schweenie.
Those are blood vessels in there, boys and girls, in case you're wondering.
But you gotta respect them. Go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit about no tranny, bro. I said it right here on the podcast. I don't care. It ain't for me to fucking care. I'll let someone else care about it. I don't care about their plight. It means nothing to me.
Amen.
As humans, cool. Yeah, you're a human. I don't want nothing to come harm to you, but I don't care about your ideologies or your fucking sexual preferences.
Well, and that's all it is.
Don't care.
Right? They want to turn it into a biological whatever debate. No, it's your preference.
Which is fine, but it just don't fucking make me care because I won't. Unreal 5, you said?
Yes, Unreal 5 video games. I want to see what's out there so far. And there probably is on computer. They just haven't brought anything to console.
Tomb Raider. How to install Unreal 5. Well, you don't.
Yeah.
GameSpot in April. It's been a while. Some games coming out since April. 2 days ago. Predecessor game. Okay, we're not looking at that. Unreal 5. This should show us. This is the actual site of Unreal 5.
What has been developed. And they're showing the Matrix.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's doing this. Download now. Oh, I guess you can download the fucking...
The most
texture.
open and advanced real-time 3D.
Let's see what it says by games. And this may be, what, future?
Oh
my
Vin
God.
Diesel.
I forgot if that was a thing coming.
And it looks like Viva Pinata. Oh, no, it's Sackboy.
So, reaching the next level. Any project or any size. Hey, why don't you just tell me a game? It's showing me games. Wait, that is a game that's already out. So, does this game have Unreal 5? It Takes Two?
I did not think It Takes Two was Unreal 5. Because that game came out like a couple years ago, didn't it?
It sure is saying that, though.
Shenmue's Sacrifice.
I couldn't. That's so boring. It is so fucking boring.
I played part of it and I was like, okay, it's kind of like I was getting like what they were kind of going after maybe, but it was just
with the
weird.
sounds?
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. It was bugging me to... In my left ear, my right ear. Shut the fuck up. I can't concentrate. You're over here trying to ASMR my ass and shit.
That's what they were doing.
So Sackboy, it's Sackboy, A Big Adventure Remains, cute as a button in next gen.
That's good.
Designed for the PS5, Sackboy. So Sackboy is Unreal 5 then.
Is that out?
Shit's been out, dude. Just has it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Bullshit. I don't know, dude.
That one I think is out.
Kenna?
Kenna?
That's like an old ass game, right?
Minecraft is built with Unreal 5, I guess.
Final Fantasy Remake will be Unreal 5?
7 Remake. Well, and they used Unreal 4, I think, on the Unreal Remake part, or the Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 1.
Yeah.
I think, right?
For sure, yeah.
I mean, the only other game engine out there that I know of is...
Penis.
There's the Cry engine from the Crysis teams, and then there's... Capcom's got their own fucking engine they've been using, and then you've got Hideo Kojima's engine that he used for... that is so fucking weird.
I hate it.
I don't even understand, like, why? What is that game?
It's Arc 2, bro.
Yeah, but, like, why? Like, was Arc 1 that good?
I never played it.
I never did either.
Arcade 2. This said they're not out. These are just there's nothing out for it. And then Vin Diesel, the Fast and the Furious fucking Arcane edition.
It's all about family.
That's pretty good. Ashes of Creation, never heard of it. Wukong, this is looking more and more like it's gonna come out eventually.
Is that like the Monkey King?
Yeah, this is what Dragon Ball Z is based after, is Wukong.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A new
Dragon Quest 12. You need them cutting edge graphics for some Dragon Age or Dragon Quest. Sorry, Dragon Age is what it was originally, and then became Dragon Quest. So
no,
isn't it?
No,
didn't they have the slimy and everything?
Dragon Age is its own thing. Which Dragon Age 4 is coming out potentially this year.
Oh, what am I thinking of? What was the one that was on the original NES that had the slimes?
Dungeon Quest, maybe?
No.
Ghosts and Goblins?
No. It had the slimes from that fucking game on there. What was that called? Now I gotta find it.
Search that bad boy. But Dragon Quest fucking 13, The Flames of Fate.
Oh yeah, Dragon Age was BioWare, huh?
Yeah.
What was the one?
I don't know. Dreamhouse the game. It's expected to be capable of creating epic, detailed world. I don't give a shit about Dreamhouse the game.
Dragon Warrior. Is that what it was?
I have no clue. Might as well be. Echoes of the End. Fortnite's going to get Unreal 5, which makes sense. Those cocksuckers have everything.
Do they? I don't know. They must make a shit ton of money.
It's the most popular game. I think. I don't know if it's over.
I mean, because they've got like everybody in that game.
Oh yeah, Marvel. They just got Dragon Ball Z. Destiny 2 is in there now.
Is it?
Yeah, so you can be like Zavala shooting guns. It's very strange. You could be like do a Kamehameha with like a guardian. Yeah, those powers aren't exclusive to the characters.
Huh.
So like you're Superman running around with fucking machine guns and shit. It's very strange.
So is it just the skins? Is that what kids are buying?
That's all it is, the skins. They have, when they first come out, they do things. So like you'll have to fight Thanos, so you might find him randomly around the map, and you might get gear and shit, like different things. But yeah, I don't know. Fortnite's big. I give a shit about it. Game of I'm never watching that or playing that. Ill, sure.
Ill Bill.
Into the Echo, sure. Legends of Ymir.
That screenshot, if that's from in-game, that looks incredible. I will say that. I mean, when you look at that lighting and the way it's casting off her nose and everything.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet.
The fur.
Y'all can check this out at GameSpot. I mean, you won't because no one's listening. Redfall. I think I saw something about that.
Maybe.
And then another one of these fucking shits that I don't care about. Sinuous Saga. Hellblade 2. Stalker. Don't care about. Quantum.
Go back up real quick on Stalker.
Oh, great.
Oh, no. For some reason, I was like looking at that, and I know Stalker's like the Russian shit. No, I was looking at that, and I was thinking Dark Tower.
Oh.
From back here, the Field of Roses, and then like a tower.
Oh, right. That'd be an epic RPG they could make, but they never will.
Quantum Error. I don't know what that is.
I don't either. And then The Matrix Awakens. I don't give a shit about that. Layers of Fear game. I never heard about that. The Witcher. Oh yeah. A new saga begins.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could level up.
You still got that on there? That's gonna level that up.
I'm far away from the board, so yeah. My bad. I could have hit that. Yeah, I don't know. A new saga begins. I mean, I don't know where they're gonna go. I mean, there's tons of books and stuff, but
do you think they would start all over?
In your Ciri now, that seems to be the way of it. Witcher's the supporting character. Geralt is. And you're a new female.
You're Ciri.
You're the last one ever, and Geralt's dead. You killed him.
That'd be shitty.
Games like to shit on. I mean, look at The Last of Us. They just shit on your fucking fun. Frost Giant, Untitled, RTS, don't care. Gears of War, don't give a shit. Next Tomb Raider, that in Unreal 5 could be amazing. Because still, I don't know if there's a better looking game on PC than the last Tomb Raider with the Unreal 4 ray tracing and everything turned all the way up to the max.
Yeah, I think you showed me some of that one day.
Oh, I got down computer just screams, dude.
Yeah.
It's just all the time, just maxed out fucking fans and shit. But god damn, does it look so good. It plays like a Tomb Raider game, so it's kind of annoying. And the game got very repetitive, but probably the best looking game that I've seen. And then this chick.
And much more.
Oh, look at all these studios.
Is that Amber Heard?
Oh, that's Amber Heard.
Is she pooping on a bed?
She might be. Fucking over J Diesel. I don't know. So that's some of the stuff in Unreal 5. So no, there isn't a game out yet, but there's a bunch in the works. And of course there is, because it's the engine that's coming out, so everyone's waiting. I mean, everyone's got fucking playtesters, developers and shit. They've got testers to know what it's capable of, so they can start going and playing and building around the architecture, I guess, a little bit. Hopefully they don't pull a fucking fast one over there and be like, we changed up a lot of the code. I know you're halfway through with your game, but we're going to have to... It's not going to work, and then they have to redo the game. And then shit will come out for fucking another year and a half.
That's why I honestly think we've not seen... Like, we've had very few, like, especially in console, like super next-gen type titles. And I think the reason why is because they're waiting for this engine. I personally think they may have rushed out the consoles a little bit too soon because they needed this engine out to take advantage of the new hardware.
Yeah, but you could still make your game look good if you just stop pandering to the fucking previous gen.
I agree. I completely agree. But they keep on doing that.
They're not going to stop because it's making money.
Because even Thor Ragnarok.
And it pisses me off, dude. Why?
That's going on PS4.
I know. It's not going to...
It'll look good, but...
Well, yeah, it's going to look good, but it could look so much better. I don't know. I almost can't... there's no way I can wait for it to come out on PC. Because it's going to take forever You know, I don't, how long did it take a year for it, or even 2 years maybe before it came out on PC? The first one.
Oh yeah,
It took forever.
I thought it just. When did it come out? It came out on computer a year ago, 2 years ago.
No, maybe. I don't even think it was that long ago.
I mean, and that was I played that on PS4. Where was I living? I was living in Albuquerque. So that was 3-4 years ago that it came out, and I want to say like 2 years later it finally came out on computer.
So I'm like, there's no way I can wait, but I really would like to play it on the PC. It's just going to be a port anyways. Like, they're not developing it for the PC, which sucks. But until they get rid of that stupid last gen, it's just everyone still has last gen. That's the problem. Yeah, so there's a bunch of bullshit, Unreal stuff, but the the stuff I was going to get into with, speak of God of War, there's God of War there. But some of the stuff that we got coming out, and if I can find it here for September. No, September. Oh yeah, October. So if you're into Overwatch, that comes out on Overwatch 2. It's probably got update or something. I don't know. Fucking stupid game. No Man's Sky on the Switch. Okay. Why? I guess if you like the choppy game, I don't understand how you could play that on Switch, but I do have that game. I ended up, I think it's on Game Pass. I never was going to pay for it. I put in like 5 hours on it.
Yeah, I remember when we originally talked about it way back in the day before it was like pre-launch and like they were talking about everything they'd done with it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh man, it sounds so epic. And then I got it and I was like, this is kind of weak.
Yeah, they've done a lot to it. It's a lot better than it used to be. I think it's close to what they envisioned, but now like they've added multiplayer and stuff on there, so you can all your buddies can join on you. There's no like you might find somebody. You know, that idea is still to me is really cool, but in practical, it
didn't work. It was too big.
I mean, it's way too big. You know, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, so the Gotham Knights comes out. Have you seen that?
I have not.
I mean, it's Gotham Knights, so I mean, it's the Titans type shit. So
now, is it from Rocksteady?
It's WB. I'm sure it's probably the same people that have been doing them.
That did like Arkham Asylum and all that stuff.
I don't see why they would have changed it up. I mean, look, for some
reason,
because
if it is like, I mean, those guys were a powerhouse. Like, I'm totally down.
Oh yeah, they're really good. I don't know who's doing it because this is fucking Games Radar. Published blah 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 doo.
I don't care about the publisher. I care about the creator, the developers.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not telling me. You can probably look it up quicker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me pull that up here.
Yeah, that one's coming out in October for the PS5 and the Series X and PC. So it's not. It will be exclusive to next gen, so that's neat. There's a few games that are starting to do that now.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 50th, is coming out. I don't know how they can still be making Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Is that a remake of Modern Warfare 2?
They already remade it once.
I thought they remade the first one.
No, it was Modern Warfare 2.
Was it?
Yeah. They've already remade it. This is a remake of the remake. And they're adding Battlefield to it too, so it's their version of Fortnite.
All right. So it says it's Warner Brothers Montreal is the developer.
Maybe it's all blanket now. Warner Brothers runs all that shit.
That's what I'm wondering.
They probably do. Good for them. And then November, we've got God of War. So that's coming out. PS4, PS5. Fucking stupid shit. We got new Pokemon coming out, which would be cool, but I don't care, I guess. Nothing really in December. And then next year, I mean, we've just got a massive amount of fucking games coming out that I'm pretty excited for. You may or may not. I don't know. That Miles Morales comes out to PC in the fall. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably pick that up, assuming we're still alive. I don't know. Jury's still up on the next 2 months. We'll find out. But
We'll see. We'll see what October surprise brings.
Fucking no electricity for the winter. Shithole. There's so many. The Witcher 3 remake, I guess. Yeah. They're going to remake The Witcher 3 for PS5 and Series X only, huh?
I thought that was just going to be like a update patch kind of thing.
Yeah, it's got to be, but it's big enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what the graphical shit looks like on there. But, yeah, we're still... No, this shit already happened. Am I looking... No, I'm looking at the right shit. Yeah, I mean, because Street Fighter, tons of fucking... of games, potential fucking next year, potential another Mortal Kombat game should be coming out. There's so many games, dude, that are going to be coming out in 2023. The problem is that everything gets delayed.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is what I meant to be looking at.
And we're still seeing a lot of the effects of the pandemic from the gaming development. Man.
Yeah, dude, movies too. We'll talk about it in a minute. Everything's just cheesy as stupid. But Hogwarts Legacy, I think I got to get it. I mean, it looks so good.
It doesn't look bad. I actually have been kind of impressed with how they've been shown it. It's going to come down to what the gameplay's like, but
yeah,
I think Melissa would probably play it. I'll give it a shot.
We'll see how it turns out to be. It may be a piece of shit. You know, it's a movie title, so. And then Lightfall, that comes out in February. I mean, everything comes out in February. There's so many. Resident Evil 4.
The remake of that?
Yeah.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, that comes out in the fall or in the early spring. Don't really care about some of that stuff. Dead Space remake could be something to check out. It's on,
I love the original Dead Space trilogy. Like I played all three and I loved them.
Oh, they're great. The first game is it's unmatched, dude, for as far as the horror genre goes, because there's none of the kind, and things have changed since then. I just don't, unless you have all the lights off and shit. Yeah, it's just not gonna bother me anymore like it used to.
Desensitivo.
I'm trying to find some of this other bullshit that's in there. Breath of the Wild 2.
That'll be good.
Never played a single Zelda game, so we'll not be playing that either. Suicide Squad, don't remember play it. And then 16, sometime in the summer, we're going to get FF16, which I'm really pumped about. Unfortunately, the old PS5 moniker, so I'll have to get it on PS5 and then suffer through it.
They'll release it on PC later, but again, it'll be one of those things. I'm sure it'll be like 2 or 3 years down the road.
Yeah, I can't wait that long, dude. I want to play that game so bad. I've seen all the shit about it. And then later that year, then we'll get the Final Fantasy
Remake
7.
Part 2.
Yeah, the second one. So that'll be pretty cool.
And then we're still on a holding pattern for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, right?
The last that I heard. Ooh, Cyberpunk expansion.
They're supposed that. Have you seen some of the stuff on that expansion?
No.
It looks pretty boss.
So did the game, which I put a lot of hours into.
I'm like, you played it like 256,000 hours.
Yeah, but I never had a problem like everyone else did.
No, I know. I didn't really have a problem with it either.
So I don't know. And everyone's, it's glitching out. I can count on my left hand the amount. I don't know why I said left. I have the same amount of fingers on each hand. But if I didn't, though, my left hand would be the one with the most. Yeah, I didn't have a problem. Dude, it was easy. And I cheesed out everything when I got done. I was just like, fuck it, now I want all the game-breaking shit. So it was fun enough. But I was like done. I keep saying I want to go play back, but there's nothing for me to do. I just don't. I've done all the Indian. I've done everything. So that could be interesting. And it's to be determined, so I imagine it won't come out.
Probably
until later.
Yeah.
Rebirth, yeah, that's going to be in the last quarter. I bet you. I think they said something about wintertime potential for that. Hollow Knight. That's not the one I was thinking about. And then Spider-Man 2 next year as well, so that'd be pretty cool. I hope.
That's a continuation of the one that they did on PS4, PS5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to entail or who it's going to have in it or what, but I mean, it was a fucking fun game, so Yeah, there's Survivor. No. Stalker 2, your favorite game.
You know which game I was kind of curious about was, I want to say it's Mechanical Hearts.
I don't know.
I think that's what it's called. Like the visual of it.
I'm not seeing it on this list for next year.
Curious. And let me look it up. Let me see if I'm even...
I'm going to look up some Wukong real quick while we're just fucking pleasing the crowd, I'm sure. They had something new. Recently. Of course it's IGN, the fucking shit dicks. Put it on my 2K screen. So it's not going to have 4K because I only have 2K. And it's only in 1080p. So, yeah. I don't know why. We're going to have to go to the tube that is you. How you living?
Large.
How you living?
Large.
In living color. Can't do what you want to do.
In living color.
That's a throwback. I don't know. It's been
in living color. Do you remember that fucking game? What was it? Beyond Good and Evil?
Yes.
So do you ever remember seeing like the trailers for Beyond Good and Evil 2?
No.
The thing looks incredible. I don't know if it's ever going to come out.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about this. I was drawing a blank. I was just agreeing with you to not cause drama in the argument or whatever. But, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, we've actually talked about this never coming out before as well. It probably won't. This is that Wukong. We're not going to go crazy, but I just want to show you a little bit of the newest stuff. I think these are Korean developers. There's a lot of new Korean developers coming out and making good, cool-looking games anyways.
Pre-alpha.
Yeah. And this is 2K from a 4K trailer.
That's creepy looking.
I can't hear dick either. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Yeah, there's no sound coming through this shit.
Oh, hold up.
Oh, you fucking kidding me? We've been talking this long and we haven't got any sound into our fucking...
No, we got sound going into the board. We don't have that sound going into the board.
Oh, okay. I was like, yes, fucking rap, bro.
Thing's creepy looking.
Yeah. What's crazy? I'm not gonna watch this. It says it's in fucking. It's not. It doesn't look good at all.
No, it looks very fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't know why it shouldn't. I've seen the same fucking trailer, watched it on here, and it looks amazing. I don't. It's shitty fucking YouTube sucks dick hole. That's why. Bitrate or whatever. Internet too. Who cares? That's all I had to talk about right there. Yeah, those are the games that are kind of coming out next. Whatever. It looks good. You should check it out if you could get HD somehow. I can't.
Official trailer, Wukong. So it's and that you said that's like what the lore of Dragon Ball is based off of that, right?
Essentially, yeah.
The Asian kings or.
疯了都说，这个故事得从一只金蝉说起。
He sounds excited about that.
I have no fucking clue what they said. See, this looks better.
Yeah, that looks better.
But it still doesn't look better.
还有没有存酒？
别馋了，出了事儿，小心咱们两个被灵虚之人拿去下酒。
That is so weird.
大哥，山门口那边好像传来些响动。
So that's look like different types of animals almost.
每个不识相的回来搞死他。
That dude have a tiger head or was it tripping?
No, it is. This is a weird universe. It is.
那些狼崽子看不见，别以为就能过了。
Still looks like shit. I don't know why it looks like shit here. That is so weird. It's annoying. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, it's if you get a good trailer on it to check it out, it's really good.
Ooh, cool.
That was from 2020, so that's not even the new one.
Oh, wow. So that game has been in development for that long, huh?
That's for a long fucking time. See, Unreal 5. So they've had this in Unreal this is last year at this time.
That they were working on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I bet you, I mean, because I guarantee they keep on releasing tools and stuff for the Unreal 5 engine as they keep on developing and adding more stuff to it.
Yeah.
So they may go back and they're like, oh, it's worth us to go back and revamp some of this stuff.
And they may have thought Unreal was going to be out by now, like we were going to be rock and rolling the next gen, and then COVID and shit hit. And so, sales were what they were, chip shortages and the whole nine. So I guess they decided to stick with the development of it, which I guess would make sense. So it looks fucking blurry. Why? This is it's in 2K, but it looks absolutely dog shit. Yeah, I mean, this is Unreal 5. It just looks absolute dog shit. I don't know why. You have plenty of buffer.
Oh, that looks cool. I mean, I know it's fuzzy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I can imagine what that's looking like in crispness.
Yeah. That was my last-ditch effort there.
So is it going to be like an action RPG kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be your typical fucking...
Beat the shit out of everything, level up, get stronger and stronger and stronger?
Yeah, for sure. And he transforms into different animals and bugs and shit, as you saw. So, I mean, the gameplay possibilities are really fun. But, yeah, Wukong's a cool character. But, it is what it is.
Wukong. I'll have to look into that. Check that out a little bit more.
And talk about some movies here before we get too long in the fucking teethers.
Did you watch Did you watch Mr. Cruise's Return?
Yeah. No, I think I still have to pay for it, so no.
Okay.
Not till it's free.
Free 99.
I mean, I pay for Paramount Plus.
You'd think it would be on there.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay for another Paramount movie. Unless it's like something really hard. Maybe we'll watch it when Jess gets back because we wanted to see it, but I have not seen it yet.
It was, I had the wife watch it the other day, and she really enjoyed it. I didn't think she was going to like it. She's not a big Tom Cruise fan.
No.
But she really enjoyed that movie. But it's funny. She says she's not a Tom Cruise fan, but she likes like Mission Impossible quite a bit. That's the only Tom Cruise movie I can really think of that she likes to watch. But
they're good movies.
They are.
There's been some shits, but
I agree.
For the most part, those are really good movies, man. I really enjoy them. I'm trying to remember what that fucking movie was. I'm trying to remember the fucking characters that were in it now. I'm fucking drawing a blank here.
The actors, or
yeah, over on the flicks, bro.
Wasn't Day Shift, right? With Jamie Foxx?
No, I haven't seen that yet. Have you?
Oh, you're talking about Gray Man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Grayman.
The Grayman.
Yeah, that was. Did you check it out or no?
I have not gotten to see it yet.
Oh, okay. It's a fun action thriller. Like, it's fun, but you've seen it before.
It's got Chris Evans and
the Blade Runner or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah, I can't think of what his name is, but I know what you talk about.
He's good. He's a good actor.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he's good in this one too. But again, he's playing himself. He never doesn't play that stoic dude. Everything he's in, he's that dude. Just stoic and chiseled type of guy.
He's like, yep, that's what I do.
Yeah, but that was a good show, dude. If you want to just veg out and watch it, it gets fun. There's a little bit of action, and then it gets a little bit crazy on the car chase scene. I mean, it gets borderline Fast and Furious at the end there. You're like, whoa, okay, it is a little silly, but that's probably the only part in the entire movie that has something where you're like, I don't know about all that. Everything else is not believable, but believable, if you understand what I'm saying.
And that was the Russo brothers directed that, right?
I have no clue. I just saw it on Netflix and press play. I have no. I don't even know who the Russo brothers are. I'll be honest with you.
They directed
Silence
Captain
of the Lambs.
America, The Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay.
They did, I want to say, I don't think they directed Civil War. Maybe they did, and then they directed the Infinity War movies.
Okay. No, they got a track record.
Yeah. No, they're badasses.
I liked it. It was fun.
And they like Chris Evans, apparently.
I guess, yeah. He was a fucking dickhead.
It was probably refreshing for him after playing
The goody
two shoes boy for
Oh, he was a piece of dog
past
shit in this one.
decade.
His fucking mustache, I wanted to fucking just slap it off his face. He was very good character. Really cool character. Just a big piece of shit though. But yeah, it was a pretty decent movie, I guess. That was on Netflix. And then they've got a bunch of new shows out that I wanted to check out on Netflix. And Paramount has some decent shit out there right now as well. Been watching some of the stuff on there. Not Halo though. Not watching that. It's fucking never watching.
You can see him lose his virginity.
Can't wait.
To like a human. Fuck. They jacked that shit up.
I don't even give a fuck. Stupid ass shit.
I tried, man. I tried. And then I'm curious about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. It's getting mixed reviews. Overproduced is a weird thing that I'm hearing.
See, and I'm hearing like it's not. See, I'm hearing they don't have that level of production that like Peter Jackson had.
Well, it's a show.
Yeah.
And nobody's working anymore, so it's probably the best they can do.
And well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I mean, Peter Jackson, now given like he went in basically and like put his name on each little piece of metal in the chainmail armor kind of thing, right? Like, I mean, they went crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. So they had to go somewhat insane here, I would think. But
you would hope.
But again, people not working. And people that are working, quality's not as good as it was. You know, movies and stuff probably never will recover to where we were 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Which is the pinnacle of fucking everything. Like now, Marvel movies, all these movies that were just bleeding edge fucking visuals. They're cheesy and very 90 looking because that's where the tech has just reversed because people aren't working anymore.
They're not willing to spend the time.
Yeah, and then it's a money issue where, you're paying all these people and companies and all these different shit. So when it comes down to your work and your people who are putting in the work, you got to skimp somewhere. And so if you got a very few amount of people making a lot of money, or you have a lot of people making not a lot of money, bad for everything because one gets overloaded and the other one gets underutilized just to shit out more, make more money. We don't have theaters, so now you got to shove it. Netflix has got to get the exclusive. Paramount's getting the exclusive. Hulu's the new exclusive. That's the new wars,
Yeah.
But apparently some movies are doing decent at the box office. But I don't know. But yeah, I think everything's just kind of shit, man. So you just have to curve your expectations.
You got the circles of the fast, cheap, and quality, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And somewhere they all kind of converge, but most of the time, if you get fast,
yeah,
it ain't gonna be quality, but it may be cheap.
With that fucking Venn diagram all fucking
that's exactly
skewed,
what that
bro.
shit is. I mean, that's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
You're like, well, we got a production budget in this kind of time frame. What can we get? We can get my dog shit animated with toothpicks.
Big movie stars and shit just ain't garnering the money anymore.
Dude, I've heard that, but I think that was kind of on a downtrend before pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously we know, like, I'm sure like Chris Evans and those guys, they probably got to demand their salary during the Marvel heyday, like in the first 10 years or whatever. But I've heard like people that were going into acting were like, this is not what it was like 20 years ago, where you could just be these complete fucking douchebags and just have these stupid like giant trailers and all this other stuff. I'm sure there's still some actors that can pull that shit off.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, like that money's not like that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, dude, trailers. What's a trailer?
Yeah.
Everything that's coming out, I don't see trailers for. I only hear about it because it's a 5-second clip on an advertisement before a show that I watch now, because now they put advertisements at the beginning of shit.
Yeah.
So like, or it's like coming soon, Disney Plus, and like, oh, I didn't even know they were making that show. I had no fucking clue. How would I have known? I don't have cable, so I'm not watching TV. I don't know if they have trailer spots anymore, but maybe they do.
I don't know if they do. I look up trailers from time to time, like if I know there's something coming. But yeah, you're right. Like I don't get a chance to catch a lot of different things. Like there's shit that's coming out that I didn't even know was coming out. And then like Willow, like I kind of want to watch Willow, but I don't know if Willow's going to be worth a damn. I kind of want to watch
Willow. I don't know if I can watch that. I'll try. Fuck.
I don't like. I liked the original one.
Yeah, but
that was like 40 years ago.
Yeah, I was a little kid when I was watching that, and I only actually really watched it because someone else I was hanging around with wanted to watch it a lot, and so I just put up with it. I didn't really cared for it. It was like, I don't know. It was weird for me. And then, you know, someone else, maybe it was my sister, was saying that, fucking hell, that was quick. Saying that she tried to watch it and couldn't get through it. It was just too much. It was too old, too cheesy.
Too cheesy?
Mm-hmm. Too dated. But I like stuff coming back. It's just, actually, I don't know. I'm on that fence where it's like nothing new coming out is really enticing to me, and everything is just being vomited up from the past. And sometimes they do good, sometimes they do bad, you know. So I don't know what to think about any of that shit.
Do you think our parents felt the same way? Like, I wonder, like, I mean, because at this point, like, we've gotten to the point in our age where we've seen just about every type of story. Like, we can't watch something without being like, oh, this reminds me of blah, 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 blah.
No, they didn't feel the same. Well, they feel the same way we feel now because they've seen all we've seen.
Yeah.
Because movies didn't start repeating themselves until the 90s, late 90s. And then in 2000s, everything is just a rehash of something else. Whether it's a book that came out 50 years ago and was a TV show, now that's a goddamn new movie. Nothing is new. Everything is just redone. But it didn't start until 90s and 2000s. Before that, it was all new shit. It's all new properties constantly coming out. Nothing was rehashed. Even your comic book movies, like they weren't from the 60s. And then all of a sudden, you have fucking Batman in 89. You know, Superman was fucking, I can't even remember, the 30s.
Yeah, when it first came out.
Yeah, and then you have that in, 78.
Yeah, 77 and 78.
Yeah, for the first one. Yeah. The first two. I think the next one came out like 80. And then nothing. Just nothing until the 90s. And then all of a sudden, you have a small comic book boom. You start getting the X-Men movies and shit, in the early 2000s,
Blade.
late 90s. Blade, same. And that was original. Like, this shit had never been done. It's still the best out of all Marvel movies ever made, even though it's like you wouldn't picture that as a Marvel movie, but it is a Marvel movie.
It is a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's one of the best ever made. It's fantastic. It's just a good fucking movie. But new.
Some motherfuckers always tried to ice skate uphill. I love that line. I always have. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's like we talk about fucking calm down there, Bladely Snipes. But yeah, everything just started. So they got to live this rehash with us because nothing. The Parent Trap, all that shit. 90s, man. That's when all this fucking rehashed because that's when people just got stupid and then shit blew up and that's why it got crazy. They started making shit. They didn't have to think for themselves because they already have all this material.
You got a wealth of material out there. Let's just redo it. Well, the Thing, like the original Thing came out in like 1950. Mm-hmm. Is that what it was?
I don't know when it was. I don't think it was that. I'm thinking because of Shelley Winters. I think Shelley went, or was it Goldie Hawn?
No.
It was Shelley Winters, right?
In the original The Thing?
Oh, that's Poseidon Adventure. Fuck. That was Shelley Winters. I don't know who was in the original Thing. But yeah, and then the remake of that one didn't come out till the 2010s,
Well,
it was actually remade a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember when the original The Thing came out. Like, that's an old fucking movie.
Oh yeah, it was an old book before it was an old movie.
I'm trying to find it.
I'm gonna
1951.
Oh, you were close, man. And so the remake, I guess, I'm thinking might have been in the 70s then, huh?
82.
And then the most recent in the 20-teens.
And that one was like a prequel to the 1982 film?
Yeah. That was a good one. It was a pretty good show, I think. I think I enjoyed it.
The Thing.
But like, yeah, everything just got redone. So I don't think that they were like, there were like been some things. Oh man, this is cool. I watched this when I was a kid. They were redoing this. This will be interesting. But not every other movie that comes out. That's what we're getting now. Name a movie that comes out that you see and like, oh, they already did that. Did that 20 years ago. Everything's an old show. Everything's an old movie. Or everything's a book.
Yeah.
There's nobody who's sitting down writing shit. I mean, there is, but just in what in our eyes see, just garbage. And then with the Marvel shit, just like let's run this motherfucker. Let's just run it into the ground. Let's run it. We got this healthy ass horse. Fuck this horse. This is that John Wayne True Grit shit.
You got that HGH.
Yeah, we're gonna run that horse dead. We're trying to get back old girl back to the hospital.
We're gonna inject that shit and ride her out. Let's see where it go.
Brolin, since that was also
Josh Brolin.
They had to bring that back for some weird reason, but True Grit. But yeah, everything's shit, and now you have Disney doing the bulk of their fucking shows as the Marvel Universe, and they're not good. They're not very good.
They're well, and I mean, what you even like? They've just announced they were doing the remake of the Little Mermaid, right?
Like
live
why?
action Little Mermaid.
Like why would you need to do that?
Because they had something good in animation, and we're gonna make it again. Gosh darn it!
A company that does nothing but create fucking cartoons hasn't created shit in I don't know how long. They just keep doing the same shit. Why aren't you making new shit? It doesn't make any sense to me. There's no new shit.
They did Zack and Cody's Sweet Life. That's probably like 30 years old.
It's not even a cartoon, dude. Fucking Zack and Cody.
I don't know what it was called. I remember the Game Boy games.
Pretty sure it's Zack and Cody.
Was that what it was? I remember the Game Boy games, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, they live in a suite? Like, really? Like a hotel suite? Like, that's all it's about? What the... Anyways.
They're fucking uber rich, bro. I probably would have played that before Zelda shit. Shit on my Zelda fans out there.
Yeah.
I never played.
Dude, Breath of the Wild was so good.
Everyone says it. I'll never play it. Never will. I don't have time. I was like, that's a new thing too for me. I don't know about you, but like I keep thinking about all these movies and shit everyone recommends. Like Randy recommends movies all the time, shows all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out. I never will. Not once. Like anything I'm like, hey Hans, check this one out. Like I don't expect you to check it out. I prefer that you don't. Actually,
I want to. I just gotta have the time to.
Yeah, it's time, but it's also like when I'm sitting down and I have time. Do I really want to watch that? What I don't know, or do I want to do something that I want to play a video game? That's the time I want to spend. I don't know if I want to sit and watch a movie. So like after I get done with the gym every day, that's my hour and a half time where I can sit down and just do something that I don't normally do. So that's when I started watching these new movies. It's like that's my new kick. New movies, new shows, because I have that time blocked. But like if I have that, and then like Randy's like, oh, you need to watch this, then that's the time I can hopefully sit down and watch something new. But other than that, dude, it's like all these cool movies out here. Oh man, you gotta watch that. Maybe fuck, that's gonna be like 5 years from now, and you'd be like, oh, part 6 is out already. Let's check that out. I'm like fuck, man, Disney fucking making everything shit.
It gets hard. Like, I mean...
It does get hard if you rub it.
I think I was gone for 3 or 4 weeks there, or almost like where it was that consistent there where I was gone that much. And so when I get home, I want to spend time with the wife, right? And she doesn't want to watch the shit that I want to watch most of the time. There's a few shows that we agree upon, but it's not like the cool ones that guys talk about, that guys want to watch.
Right.
You know, we watch only Murderers in the Building and shit like that. Or Hannibal.
Yeah, unless you're alone when you watch sappy shit. That's when I watch my teen movies.
Your teen stuff?
Yeah, I have a weird obsession with teen movies, but there's a cutoff.
Like 16 Candles kind of thing?
Yeah, but there's a cutoff.
But that's a good movie.
No, but I'm just saying I won't watch it with somebody. I watch it by myself. It's just what I like. So these new shows that I'm watching, a lot of them are fucking like for teenagers. Like I'm talking like teen shit.
Like what? What are you watching? What do you like?
Well, right now, nothing. I'm watching like 2 shows with Jess. That's it, and we don't have time to watch anything else. And those are one of them is already over, so now we have to watch something new. But when I'm by myself watching shit, like I'll go back and look at. I mean, of course, I've talked about Buffy and stuff, but like on those levels, like I just love that type of shit. I don't know what it is. The newer stuff, I mean, I have a hard time watching because it's past me. Now it's new teenager shit. I don't know new teenager shit.
Right, you can't relate to the problems. That
the entire episodes of all these new teen shows, it's just little buttholes on their phones and saying stupid shit. It's just stupid. I just can't get it because it's not for me. It's for the teenagers, you know.
It's for this era of teenagers,
right? And then going forward, when they get in the future, there's probably not going to be TV. But if there is, then they'll say the same thing. Because like American Pie, all those road trips, all those like I can watch those infinitely, like all of them right now. Like I could watch them and just laugh my ass off and enjoy these shows. Not another teen movie. The 16 Candles.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be fair. Like stuff like not another teen movie, 16 Candles, even 16
Breakfast
Candles.
Club.
They could never make those movies again.
No, they do make them again.
No, but they couldn't. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are so controversial.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, they couldn't. They can't. They cannot offend people that way. They're too afraid.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a given. Like, you just can't.
I watched, I think it was Paws of Fury or something like that the other day. And it's
Jack
basically,
Blackman?
it's like
someone new or some shit.
No. It's an animated movie, but it's basically Blazing Saddles, done as a CG cartoon.
Oh, okay.
But it's a dog like within a cat world.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, I mean, whenever he's riding up there, like the sheriff's, and every time they were going to say dog, like it was getting blurted out, just like in Blazing Saddles.
Well, that's funny.
I mean, but I was just like, that is so weird.
How old is that movie?
That just came out.
Well, then clearly you don't need to fucking be sensitive.
But only if you know what they're talking about, right?
Right. Someone who's never seen Blazing Saddles might be like, "What the hell is this?"
My wife was like, "That's kind of cute." I'm like, "It's Blazing Saddles."
Yeah.
Straight up, it is Blazing Saddles.
I'll just watch that again. There isn't 3 months that go by that I don't watch that movie, or at least in part, you know.
And even Mel Brooks was a voice in that
was
movie.
he?
Yeah.
Mel Brooks, fucking genius.
And that's when I finally put it together. I was like, this is Blazing Saddles.
That's funny, dude. I have to check that shit out then. I don't even like cartoon shit anymore, but I'll have to check that one out because that sounds funny.
Yeah, it's like Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank or some shit.
Huh. I know of the movies. I've just never seen a single one. So.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, everything's... You'll offend somebody. Here's the problem. Well, there's not a problem, but here's what's happening. It's the counterculture is not the right word. It's the opposition to the giant push is here now. So now there's the war. The war is here. The woke versus the not woke type of shit. So now it's just popping up everywhere to where if you're not part of the, LGBTQ, homosexual, transsexual, pansexual, all, the gender shit. If you're not with that, you're gonna get shit on by them. If you're not going at them, there's a whole other group of motherfuckers that are gonna shit on you for not going after them right now. So yeah. It's the same thing that happened. It's black versus white. It's cop versus black. It's South versus North. It's Britain versus America. It's just strife that happens because one side gets too big and something has to spawn off in order to balance it. And that balance is going to take a shit. And most people live in that center lane.
Yeah.
And now, like, it's just so polarizing on both sides. Like, it's becoming more accepted for people just to go out and fucking say the most outlandish shit to these people, to gay people, to trans people, to all these different groups, and then for them to go out against these other people and just say all kinds of outlandish shit to them. Like, that's what's happening right now. It's like it was to a point where you couldn't say anything. You're going to get canceled. There's not canceling anymore. You won't get canceled. You're just going to be put in that group over there, and that group's going to fucking yell, and that group's going to yell, and they're just going to...
Instead of just sitting there and listening to each other. You know what's funny? I always thought being woke meant like you're aware of the man behind the machine.
I mean, that's what it was, but it's a term that's used.
It's been changed so much. Like the woke culture is not what I thought the woke culture was.
No, woke culture is fucking. To be honest, it's fucking sleepy time culture. It's Matrix culture. This whole woke culture is you're living in a Matrix right now. You're making up shit.
Yeah, and that's your reality.
Yeah, it's the opposite of being woke.
And I want you to endorse my reality.
Sure, it's the Matrix.
I want you to validate it and make sure that my reality's...
Next time someone's fucking in my... They never will be because I don't put myself in those positions, but if there ever was, I just got to carry around the fucking Blu-ray of Matrix and be like, I know what you're saying right now, but watch this and then let's see what your perspective is on that.
Which pill do you take?
Yeah, come back at me. Yeah, and if you don't take the red pill, then you could just you could just stop the movie right now. If you wouldn't take the red pill, just stop the movie, and you just go jerk off with your friends to the first quarter of the movie. You don't need to watch the rest, and don't ever speak to anybody ever again unless you are in the company of your fellow blue pillars. You know, because you're not woke at all. You know, and blue is supposed to be woke. No, it's the opposite.
Yeah,
gotta get red pilled, bro.
You gotta get red pilled,
which means you gotta learn truth. Get in there and dive in. You know that if you have a penis, you have a penis. And you're a fucking man. I don't give a shit.
That's just biology, man.
I don't care what you think you are.
That's just science.
You think you're you're alligator? Okay, well, you're a fucking man alligator. Alligator man.
Alligator man.
Disney.
They're probably gonna make it.
Fucking for the first time to have a fucking IP that isn't rehashed from some bullshit.
Oh, it's too controversial. They'd be like, oh, they got the tar baby back.
The tar babies. The tar babies come back in. We double dipped.
We did double. I didn't know what you pointed, man. I was going for something.
Well, I didn't know that I was level up. I thought I was leveling up, but you leveled up. I was gonna level up and then run us out in the outro because that was a pretty funny ending. But I think what's even better is we just kind of go out on this low note because that's what we've been doing this entire fucking time. Oh my god!
That's opening. I can't see your thing. I don't know what button's what.
Blocked off. It's the third from the left. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you joining us for this. This gathering of yugalos.
The minds.
No, yugalos.
Yugalos.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Seeing the shit's getting ridiculous.
You know they got hot air balloon?